today, guys, we got another great guest. He returned to hang out with us. Fuck my co-host, Bear.
I do the intros.
Oh.
It's always like, it's bad enough that he's like one of the greatest ever. It's bad enough that it's his show, but now I can't even do the intros.
It was pretty good though.
It was great.
That was
great.
You gave me the best nickname of all time.
I was finna go with it, but
ladies and gentlemen, we got Eric Nicksick.
Hold on.
That's not even his name.
Hit me with it.
It's Eric Nicksick. This nigga's sick. The best coach ever. This nigga's sick.
Listen, I'm sitting with one of the greatest coaches in MMA and a Shirley Temple, and it's unbelievable what we got going on here. We also have a handcrafted watch being assembled right in front of us. This is an unveiling that most of you guys don't even understand. Rampage, this is a gift. He already got his because I love him.
But why he get his first, though?
Well, he already got his because I love him.
I was here early.
He came early, and you were still at the, I'm not going to say where you were at, but ones were involved. A lot of sniffing and snarkling and whatever else you do over there at 3 a.m. You see how you drink the water? Yeah, he knows to be quiet about that one. And then, what was her name? Trinity or Sharina or what is it? What was it? Memphis or Pluto? What was the girl's name last night? Rampage was throwing the ones at? Cinnamon. And he was like, oh, give me the cinnamon. I was like, Rampage, that is so weird.
Slippy, slappy, Samsonite.
Oh,
I was way off.
You get it. But listen, we got one of the first ever JX1s. This is our chronograph. This is our brand new 42 millimeter watch. It's all handcrafted, Japanese movements, incredible shine, incredible weight. And the cool thing about the new wristwear and the watches that we are debuting this year, Rampage was also a part of the design process. So were guys like yourself and all of our athletes who got to sit down with us and tell us what they wanted in a watch. I was super excited when me and my partner, Josh, said, you know what, let's just take this to the next level. We already dominated with chains. We're the #1 best-selling men's chain. We know what guys want. We know how to, elevate confidence with good quality product made in Italy. And now it's time to elevate the watch game. So super excited about this. And today is the unveiling of these new watches. So we're getting Rampage's watch handcrafted. As you guys could see, we designed the silhouette, the face, the bezel, the link, and now we're going to make sure Rampage gets the second ever JAXXON watch.
Debuting at the Noche on Saturday.
Oh, is that where you're wearing yours?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing mine to the Noche, too.
Yeah, you're going to Noche?
I'm going to Noche.
I thought we got tickets.
No. Joe Rogan, the best podcaster in the world, got me 2 tickets. The best podcaster in the world. All right, but I do got one question about the watch, though.
Yeah.
You make great watches. I love them.
Yeah.
I can tell like the girls are into it because girls like watches and they look really nice.
You can dress them up.
Yeah.
I mean, jeans and a t-shirt, good watch, and then you're on.
I've never seen Rampage pull so many chicks in my life. He wore a watch. The girls were flocking to him.
I mean, look at the guy, though.
I know. The watch is incredible.
Yeah, but I got a question, though. Can you make me a custom cock watch? Because I want to put one on my dick so I can see how long I'll be smashing. Like, I can look down at it. 30 seconds, come on.
God damn it.
45. Can you make me a custom?
We got the JAXXON design team over here. Okay. Yeah, come on, bro. What do you think? What are you thinking right now?
I want a cock watch.
You walked in, he goes, what's Moby doing here? I go, that's not Moby. That's the new design team. That guy right there is the guy who's making sure that we have the best watches in the game.
I love it.
All the product that we have here is being designed in-house at JAXXON. So before I keep going on about JAXXON, I am just very excited that you, one of our coaches, one of our guys who believed in the brand from day one.
Oh, geez.
He did the first ever test podcast pilot in my living room. Remember that? So did you. You showed up with the green
casting
outfit on.
couch, bro.
Yeah. You showed.
So tell me about that. You was on Bear's casting couch?
Yeah. It was awkward as shit.
Remember the one? Remember when you and Tito were sitting next to each other and you guys were all excited? Tito Ortiz? You remember that?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
You were so excited.
Well, we did.
You're like, this is like the old days. Me and Tito are gonna sit next to each other, and
we did the podcast together.
No.
Well, why were we sitting next to each other?
I don't. You wanted to sit next to Tito Ortiz on the couch.
He make up so much shit. The problem is my memory is not really good, right?
Then you think you're really over there.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I don't never remember sitting on the couch with Tito. Tito's head too big. I can't sit on the couch with him.
This man right here flew in from Vegas to do a podcast, and we're going to give these people right here, the JAXXON podcast, we're going to give them a show they've never got before. We're going to go deep, so deep, into whatever he wants to talk about. What are you laughing about? Stop. And we are going to make sure that the MMA community gets all raw, rugged, and real, the content that they want. But before we do that, we are unveiling the JX chronograph, 42 millimeter in silver. This has a matte metallic white, black and silver. Obviously, you could see the feel and the shine. This literally is the most elevated watch a guy could wear. And I'm not even saying that because I made him. I'm just saying because of the properties and the design elements that went into it. I'm pumped.
I got a question. I forgot to tell you that I wear my watch on my right hand because I was born left-handed. I know it weirds a lot of people out, but it feels weird on my left hand. I was born left-handed.
What's your strong hand?
Both of my hands are strong.
Which hand do you use for everything you need to get done?
Well, I write.
Right.
But I can't wear my watch on my left because it feels funny.
Yeah.
What hand do you knock people out with?
Both
hands.
Damn, I like how you both said that at the same time.
Both hands.
How's it feel before we move on?
Good.
Because I'm sure the audience is going to kill me for this.
Did you make any right-handed watch for left-handed people?
Yes, we did. So the funny thing is Rampage was one of the first one to tell me, like, hey, you know the little crowns on the side that you adjust the time, and these chronographs obviously are very intuitive with the design. We have Japanese movements, and we wanted to make sure we could give the consumer the best quality watch at the best affordable price. So one thing I did is we sat down with the design team and said, guys like Rampage, they wear it on their left hand. We need to make sure we can incorporate the right hand and the left hand movement. So we have a variety of watches coming out. If they just go to JAXXON.com, they'll see all the new watches. They'll also be able to see the new 10 millimeter chains iced out. Listen, everything we do here, we have JAXXON because we love this podcast, but we have JAXXON, the brand, which is fueling the podcast. So for everybody out there buying watches, buying the chains, and listening to this speech right here, I hope you guys can understand this is what gives us the ability to sit down with legends like
Bro,
this.
can we talk about how you grew this thing though? Like from on the couch to here with
It's incredible.
I mean, dude, insane. Like
It's incredible.
I get to hear a lot of like fans within our demographic. Hey, did you watch the JAXXON podcast? You hear what they said? You hear that guest? So you guys are moving the needle, man, and congratulations, because you guys have done a great job with this show.
Yeah, it's only been 1 year.
Yeah, killed it.
It's crazy to me. And even like yourself, dude, think about the concepts of what we've done in 1 year. Not only did we do the podcast, but we were able to redo the entire Extreme Couture gym in Vegas.
100%, yeah. All brand new
I don't
mats.
think we haven't even unveiled that to the audience.
Yeah.
You want to tell them what we did?
Yeah, so we did both the canvases in the cages, and shit, you've been in the gym a long time. Those canvases have been the same ones for God knows how long. Hit up Bears, like, what do you think, man? Let's put some new canvases in there. And he goes, bro, we got it. JAXXON podcast.
That's it. I
Honey
wanted to
Brew.
make sure that,
the canvases look amazing.
Did you post it on your page?
I did, yeah. I was hitting with Belal yesterday. He was in the gym, and then I tagged JAXXON because it just pops, man. The gym looks complete, looks clean. It's a beautiful setup now. So yeah, appreciate you guys.
Did he put Nicksick on the canvas?
He left it out. I couldn't believe it.
That's the most important part.
That's on me. That's on me. You're right. Hey, that's on me. That's my bed.
I'm not falling for that shit no more, bro.
I was giving you love.
No, I ain't
Just
falling.
give me love.
Bro, I ain't falling for it no more, man. Come on, man.
Let's call it truce.
No,
I ain't doing this unless you want to call it truce. Call it truce.
You look in shape, man.
Call it truce.
Call it fight. What's the deal? You got something coming up or what?
No,
Can I give you a hug?
No, fuck no. Don't
give you one
man.
hug.
Don't touch me.
Doggy, I just want to, before we go into this,
just
because I'm about to get my watch and the audience is still listening. Let me give you one hug.
No.
Will you fight me?
Fuck yeah.
You would actually hurt me?
No, I won't hurt you.
All right, let me give you a hug.
No, but I don't want to
Put you on the brink of hurt.
Who wins, me or him?
Come on, man.
In 3 minutes?
Come on, bro.
Not a chance? You don't even give me one little chance?
I love you, Bear, but I mean,
who wins?
Your best friends are the ones that are most honest with you.
Who wins?
If you want me to lie to you, but real talk, come on.
Who wins? He rips my heart. You're shaped like a bowling ball. You're lucky you're even in here.
Wow. That's how you're gonna treat your most valuable employee.
Loco catching
Look at him. He fights like a T-Rex with those little arms. God damn it. All right, let's jump into this. Listen, Eric, you got one of the most amazing casting characters that a trainer and a coach and a gym could possibly have. Yeah. And to compliment what Rampage just said, the reason why I didn't post a gym is because I don't want people to think it's all about money or sponsorship. I just wanted them to go see it. I don't want no one to even see what I did. I don't want to be the one that did it. Like the brand did it. Sometimes people don't understand that. So that's why I didn't post it. But I'm very proud of it. So don't think I didn't post it.
Oh, no, definitely.
But you have an amazing cast, right? I call it a cast because it's like a movie.
100%. Yeah.
I got to jump right into one of the greatest stories of the year, which is from your mouth, the Dan Ige story, getting called in a fight.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So what, UFC 300, we have Roman Dolidze on the card who, by the way, took that fight on 5 days notice, fighting Anthony Smith. Big step up, tough fight. Of course, Anthony Smith, former title contender. And, I'm on my way to go meet Roman, packing up all my gear. And then I get a call from Dan. He goes, yo, I think I might be fighting tonight. And I was like, well, do you know who? He goes, I don't even know yet. It's either Ortega or Diego Lopez. I got to go. Hunter's on the other line. It's like one of those things. Like, okay, cool. Hang up. calls me back and he goes, I got my mouthpiece, but I don't have my cup. Can you grab my cup on the way to the gym, or if you're heading that way? Got you, bro. Hop in the car, head towards the gym, run to the locker, grab his cup. He calls me. He goes, yo, I think it's on. I think I'm fighting Diego Lopez tonight. Okay, bet. What do we need? He goes, well, you got my cup. I got my mouthpiece. That's all I fucking need. Well, what are we doing about corner? He goes, I don't even really care. Just, figure it out. Well, Kai Kamaka had just fought the night before, PFL. I just landed, got back into town. I call Kai and I go, yo, grab your gear, meet me on the corner of Silverado Ranch and Las Vegas Boulevard, and meet me in an hour. He goes, what's going on? I go, I think Dan's fighting tonight. You're going to be in the corner. Need you there. Got it. No problem. Head down a couple blocks, call Strickland. Yo, where you at? He goes, I'm at like a late lunch with my girl. All right. I need you to meet me at the T-Mobile Arena in an hour and a half. I think Dan's fighting tonight. He goes, what? Fucking, I'm in, dude. I'll see you guys there. He goes, tell security I'm on my bike. I was like, all right, man, cool. So that's kind of how all went down, man. It was gangster on Dan Ige. He never asked the question. He never asked, hey, what do you think? Do you think I should take this fight? What do you think about the risk? It was like, yo, bro, I'm going to fucking battle. You're coming with me. What's the deal? Right? Yeah, I'm in. So that's how it went down.
Bro, it takes a different type of set of balls to fight in one day, night, especially like one of the top guys in the UFC.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever would have done that. I don't think I ever would have done it. I enjoy fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I got family members that would talk shit about me every time I lose. And it's just the risk of losing is too high. I got this cousin, and he got shot in the head when he was like early 21, 22. And he survived it, right? But so since he got shot in the head, we all baby him. We let him get away with everything. It made him a better person a little bit, but we just baby him, right? So he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say.
Yeah, he's earned it.
We're not gonna kick his ass. So when I got knocked out by Vanderlei, you know what I'm saying, in Pride, he called me. And he always had like a stutter. So he was like, sonny boy, I heard you got knocked the fuck out. I was like,
oh man.
I was like, damn. So ever since then, I always be real cautious about because he'll call me and talk shit every time I lose.
Oh, that's rough.
So I don't think I could do that.
That's rough. He gets a pass though. You wear a bullet, you're allowed to talk a little shit.
You think so? I think sometimes I still want to smack the shit out of him.
Yeah, deep down.
You're a good guy. Be a good guy. Don't be moody. I know you're still a little hurt from all the times in the past week in Colombia, and when you fall in love, they'll do that to you. Listen,
what? Dan is a G. Like, here's the thing about Dan. Every card, he'll look at the landscape of the division or the card, for example, and be like, hey, this dude at 55, there's these two fights at 45, whatever. Take a peek at it. Let me know if something comes up short notice. I'm always down to take these types of fights, especially, if the juice is worth a squeeze. And in this particular situation, it was, and he jumped on it, man. And it's one of those opportunities where it changes your family's life, right? I mean, it just really he relishes in those types of opportunities because of his daily preparations, right? So that's what makes me the most proud about the situation is that anytime there's an opportunity like that, our team can pick up the phone and answer the call. Chris Curtis, Sean Strickland, Roman Dolidze, Dan Ige, I think it sets a precedence amongst the rest of the team to know what is possible if you're fucking prepared, if you're ready to go and you're doing all the right things day in and day out, even if you're outside of camp. Those opportunities come once in a lifetime, and are you willing to open the door when that door knocks?
You were just saying the other day that Dan Ige is your favorite fighter, wasn't you?
I love Dan Ige.
Yeah, he was talking
Dynamite Dan. I think Dynamite Dan's one of the best. And here's the reason why. You not only brought him to the podcast show and he did one of the test shows, but Dan's been supporting me and supporting the brand for a long time. He never asked for anything. The guy trains 5 days a week. All he cares about is fighting and making sure his family is good, being loyal to his coach. And the guy loves fighting. He truly loves fighting. He understands the discipline. He understands what it takes to be just a warrior. Like he's the definition of a fighter.
He loves Dan Ige.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, like the bigger picture, and I mean, you get this, bro. Like as a coach, you love to see the resume of what your fighter does in the cage. That's big. But for me, it's deeper. It's like he's a family man. I met Dan when he had $27 in his pocket, newly married, not a pot to piss in. Now he just bought his second home. He has his second child. He's married. He says, the things that make a man, and you can help not necessarily like, form that, but help guide them, right? Like I'm married, I have 3 kids. I've married my high school sweetheart. He gets to see an example. And then the same time I get to see his example, so we motivate each other that way. And it's not necessarily in the fight game. It's more in the life game.
You married your high school sweetheart?
I did. I did.
Wow. Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah. Annie.
How long did you guys date for?
Couple years, man. We dated in high school, and then we had our breakups in college. Like I went away to school, the off and on shit. And then, she ended up going to University of San Diego. I was out there, and then, we want to make this thing work. And then, dude, we've been together ever since. So we've been married 17 years now.
17,
and
you're young though, huh?
I'll be 45 next week.
Wow, you've been married 17 years. Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
And that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Very, very, very proud of our relationship.
How does it feel to fall in love? I've never been in love.
Stop.
Real talk.
Stop. You fall in love every week. Why do you always sit?
Real talk. Man.
Yeah.
I don't got a lot of shit.
You're telling me you've never been in love?
Never. I've been
Real
married.
talk.
I've been married and never been in love.
Yeah.
You've never actually loved a girl.
I love everybody, but I've never been in love. Like
what does that mean to you?
I don't know. I don't know what the only love that I really understand is like the love I have for my kids.
Right.
You do. I will tell you that you are a phenomenal father.
That's the love that because growing up, my mom never told me she loved me, and my dad, he told me all the time, but it was like, but really though, do you really love me though?
Right.
Because he was doing his own thing and stuff like that. So and my siblings, they didn't act like they loved me, so I didn't know what love
was. Yeah. I think that's a unique thing about our relationship is that I've been able to fall in love with my wife in so many different ways. Like I loved her as a high school love, and then it was like my fiance, then it was my wife, and then it was the mother of my kids. So you fall in love with them over and over and over again in different lights, I guess, in different ways. But she's my checks and balances, like she's the one that knows me the best. She knows if I'm being a bitch, right? Oh, you're being a little bitch. Like you need to fucking sack it up.
Your wife will call you a little bitch?
Oh, bro, she'll get on me about shit. Like,
no.
Yeah, 100%.
How's she check you?
Like if I'm being, if I'm being lazy and this is not really now, this is like when I was younger, and this is when I kind of needed a kick in the ass. But, she was the one that told you what you needed to hear, not what you wanted to hear, sort of thing. And, the truth on the outside at the beginning hurts. It hurts your ego, but the reality is if you actually listen to the ones that love you the most, are the ones who are going to tell you what you need to hear. And I'm like, fuck, man, like your first instinct is like, defend yourself, right? And like, nah, fuck you, you're wrong. And then you're like, oh, you know what? If you still show some accountability, what she's telling you is actually right, and she's only trying to make you better. So had it not been for her and what she saw in me and the potential she saw in me, I don't think I'd be in the position I'm at today.
That's a strong relationship, and it's real because you met her back when you was in high school.
Yeah. I mean, dude, the mailroom, right? We're in the mailroom together. Right. Now we're the CEOs of our brand, right? Like that's who we are. So
see, that's my thing right now. When I meet a new woman and stuff like that, I'm like, why you like me? You know what I'm saying? Are you really going to take your time to get to know me, or is it like my little status that I have?
Yeah,
that's hard. That's something I'm trying to teach my son right now. I'm trying to get my son to say, hey man, find you a good girl now before you get popular.
Right.
But it's only natural for a woman to want a successful man.
Sure.
But you got to give kudos to the women that get you before you.
100%. Like, dude, we were struggling together. And I think that's the best part. What's the line? Like, I don't want to eat with anybody I didn't starve with. You know what I mean? Like that was us. We starved it. Right. And sometimes she was the breadwinner. She was making more money, and I was, and then vice versa. So it takes a team, man. And then just the best mother in the world, like the things that she does for my children, that's again, like we're talking about, like you fall in love with them in so many different ways, but seeing, the love of your life as the mother of your kids, you love them differently, right? In that regard, Right,
100%. Because when I got married, I thought that, this is the best woman I ever met, and I knew that I'd never fell in love, and I knew I have trust issues with women, so I was like, maybe one day I'll fall in love with her. Yeah. So that's why I married her, because she treated me really good.
You're like, it's a lot like Francis. Francis is the same way, like with women. He's very guarded. He doesn't let a lot of people in. He doesn't date. Like, there's stuff like that. He's the same.
Well, I date though.
Yeah,
you gotta get it out.
You don't date though. Yeah, you don't date.
I date, man. You gotta get it in. You gotta get it in.
You're like Lil Wayne. You're in the drought.
No, right? You gotta get it in.
No, but you're in the drought right now or no?
No.
You have a roster?
Mind your business.
No, but do you date?
I date.
Like, if you see a girl at a bar, what's your opening line to them?
I don't hit on girls.
What do you mean you don't hit on girls? So how do you pick up girls? DM?
No,
Tinder?
bro. Honestly, it gotta be it gotta be like the stars gotta align. I just don't do it like that no more.
Okay, so how do you meet a girl?
Well, let me explain. Living here in Orange County, after 2 years of living here, of getting shot down every motherfucking time for 2 years, you just give up, right?
Yeah.
It fucks with your confidence.
Yeah.
When I go back home to Memphis, girls hit on me. Like black girls love me.
Free throws.
Black girls love black girls. I'm their type, I guess, probably because I'm black. But living in Orange County, ain't that many black girls, ain't that many black guys, right? So I guess I wasn't most people's type. So after 2 years of living here, I stopped hitting on women. Like I just can't. I get rejected all the time.
I've never seen you be rejected.
You ain't never seen me hit on no girls.
Yeah, I have.
Where?
That one time we were at the bar and you were howling at the girl from the other side of the bar, and then she walked over to you and said, "Let me grab your chain." And you were like, "Yeah, you can." What? Why do you get mad when I tell it like how it is?
Because you making up shit.
Oh, you didn't do that?
I howled at a girl.
Buster's, Mighty Mouse didn't pretend to be your son? And then
I wasn't hitting on that girl.
You were howling at her.
I wasn't hitting on that girl. That girl was 21 years old.
Okay, so what's a howl? What do you call that? That's just fun?
No, I wasn't hitting on that girl.
So what do you call that when you're making a howl noise? Like a wolf noise?
I wasn't hitting on that girl though.
But
he posted, listen, he posted like I was hitting on that girl. Then the girl I was in got mad. We broke up. So he called me a creep.
Oh,
fucked you up, man.
I asked you if I could post a video. You
said
no.
Yeah. Now I said yeah because
yes.
I didn't because I didn't think it looked like I was hitting on a fucking 21-year-old girl because I wasn't. We was all joking around. We was just talking.
Yeah, all he said was, "Yo, let's listen to some Shabuzi and play darts." I'm like, "What? That's not hitting on a girl."
No.
What?
No, her boss told her to come play darts. I didn't want to play darts. She didn't even come back. I didn't care. I wasn't even want to play darts. We just all hang out having fun, and we just having fun.
Listen, I will say this though about love. I'm not married or anything, and you're a very like well respected coach because of the way you treat people. So I understand that relationship and love's got to go both ways. But one thing that I think is interesting how you have applied this kind of discipline with how you are with your fighters. Sure. You're very family oriented.
Yeah. And
so I see like Coach Prilla does the same thing. Coach Yogi, a lot of our guys here. That's why I only mess with guys like that. You can ask Rampage, same thing. When we go out 20 people deep. We're all going to go eat together. We're all going to have fun together. Like same thing, you eat with the people you starved with. But how are you able to manage like all of these I don't want to call them egos because I don't know if they have egos.
Yeah,
but
sure.
all the
egos,
superstars.
personalities.
Yeah, personalities.
I think for me, I'm pretty even keel. I don't really command much of my ego's not going to try to outshine anybody else's. So I just get along with a lot of people. I think I show a lot of empathy to your story. I want to know who you are and what you're about. And I only think that helps me become a better coach and how to connect with the fighter. Just recently, one of my young kids, Marion, he fought for the Ultimate Fighter finale. And it was his last practice, and he was low on calories, and he was tired. And I was putting him through a pretty hard practice. And we're going into the last round, and I said, "Hey, man, what are you doing this for?" Right? That's like, you got a minute in between this. And I've never cornered him before, but he's been in my gym for like 3 years, young kid, young up and comer. And I go, "What are you doing this for, bro?" And he's like, "I want to be the Ultimate Fighter." I was like, "Nah, like, what are you doing this for? What's your why?" And he like kind of stops and he like looks down, and his wife is pregnant. They're newly, having their first baby. And he just started like, you see his eyes start welling up. He's like, I do this for my family, coach. I was like, there you go. He goes, I do this for my unborn baby. I don't even know what my baby is going to be yet. And he's like starting to talk through the rest of between the rest round. And I go, now you got something. That's your why. You understand? And I said, you always have to find something bigger than yourself, right? Because a lot of times we'll quit on ourselves. If I'm like, yo, Rampage, if you're doing your own workout, you're like, I'm good. But if you have something bigger than you to push you, to drive you, and if that's what it is, your family, your unborn child, whatever it is, and I can connect to that, you're going to find a way to push through even more, right? So that's the things that are important to me, is just really getting to know the fighter and knowing what they're about, knowing what they're fighting for. Because, man, this sport's hard, bro. Nobody just signs up for this shit. Like, you gotta have some things that are in there that, hey, maybe it's money. I don't know, whatever it may be, but you got to find it.
Bro, he's 100% right. And that's how I know he's one of the best coaches, because a lot of people don't know this, but even when I went to Pride, I was a single parent. I became a single dad overnight. I got my oldest son when he was 3 years old. And I just had to put my head down and start training and stuff, right? And I was fighting 6 times a year so I can take care of him and do everything. And I lost a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. A lot of my close friends, like my childhood friends, I stayed in touch with them like a little bit. you know how you stay in touch with people. And I just kept my head down. Like, I'm a dad now,
Right.
overnight. So I'm just concentrating on my career, fighting and stuff like that, and coming home and trying to be a good dad.
Right.
And I noticed, like, over the years, you know, a lot of my friends look at me different. They think like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you just forgot about us. You went. I'm like, no, I became a dad. A lot of people don't understand that because a lot of my friends still don't have kids. They don't understand why you do it. Like, I get hurt and I still got to get up and go to the gym and do stuff I don't want to do. That's why I fought with so much passion and stuff.
Sure.
And
you had a reason.
Yeah,
you had a why.
And people don't understand that. Like, it's like it's human nature. It's like instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got this kid that I got to provide for. I got to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go and do 6 fights a year.
Have you ever noticed, like, the friends that you have that understand, and then they push you more to that goal, whatever it may be? Like, I noticed this past week, like, Cody Staman's getting married, and he had his little, like, kind of bachelor party. But my daughter is a junior in high school, and she's, like, on the dance team at the school, whatever. And I was like, hey, can you make it to the bachelor party? I'm like, man, I want to go see my daughters. And every one of them on the group chat was like, dude, that's good. You should go be a dad. None of them were giving me shit. And I'm like, oh, you're a pussy. You're missing a bachelor party. Every one of them wanted to do what they thought was the right thing for me and my family more than anything. Those are the real ones.
Those are real friends. I've learned over the years, like, some of your friends that don't understand that it's like an ego thing with them.
Sure.
And I try to tell them, like, look here, bro, the phone works both ways.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't love my friends. It's not that I don't miss you guys.
Yeah.
It's just that now I have a family. And once you train 3 times a day, and then you got to come home and, you know, help your son with homework or, you know, help him pick out his school clothes. Cause, you know, I was a single dad. I didn't have no mom to do that.
Right. Help you out.
Yeah, help me out until I started being successful enough where I can hire a nanny to help me out and stuff like that. You know, then free up sometime. But I felt like some of my friends that had like a big ego problem, they was like, oh, he forgot about me.
Well, remember, that's exactly what it is. It's just, it's not about you, right? Or you're doing everything. And a lot of times it becomes jealousy. It's like, oh, he's doing something that I admire or I want to do, and I'm not the one in those shoes. But, you know, misery loves company a lot of times.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, nah, man, like, I love the position that I'm in, but it's the one thing that does, I think now at my age, kind of haunts me in a lot of ways, is the time that I do miss with my family. But I appreciate when your fighters empathize with knowing that, hey, he's spending time with me to help me get better and achieve my goals and my dreams. But my wife and kids are the ones that don't get the time with their dad, you know? So over the years, I think those are the things that you have to balance, right?
Yeah.
And the balance becomes hard.
Yeah, and I think some of my friends, they probably didn't understand, because I never brought any of my kids to my fights.
Right.
I'm totally against that. And every time I see a fighter bring their kids, especially when they're really young, I'm like, oh, they can be traumatized. Like, I would bring my kids now that they're all adults,
right?
They can watch and stuff like that. Even when I was fighting, I used to tell my ex-wife, like, don't let them watch my fight live.
Yeah.
You know, wait till you see that, you know, I'm okay if I lost or if I won, then let them see it. No kids shouldn't watch.
Yeah, see the dad get dropped or something.
That's such a funny concept or such a unique concept, because Anderson Silva, when I used to work with him a lot, he's a good family friend, and his kids, Gabriel and Khalil, that's how I met them when they were like 10 years old.
Right.
They were coming to Hollywood Sports and SC Village, our paintball parks, and they would be at all the fights. And I always would ask Khalil, like when I would see him young, I'd be like, bro, didn't that stress you out when you're and you could see him, they're either crying with joy or hardly ever was crying with, fear, because dad was so good. But that 1 or 2 times they did lose it, you could see it emotionally. That's a lot for a kid to sit there, because that's their idol. That's their idol, but it's also their dad.
Yeah,
so
especially like breaking your leg like you did against Weidman or something like that. If your kid was there, fuck, man, that's traumatizing.
Your kids never went to any fights?
They never went to any fights, but sometimes my ex-wife didn't fucking listen to me. She let them watch me fight live, and I won most of my fights, but sometimes I lost. And my son, he's 24 now, and so he was 20 when this happened. He told me he watched my fight when I fought Fedor, and I got knocked out. He said he started crying. Yeah, and he's a grown ass man.
Yeah,
and it still affected him.
Yeah,
I'm like, why are you crying? This shit didn't hurt. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel a thing.
But is he crying because he's upset you lost, or crying because he thought you got hurt?
As soon as he told me he started crying like a little bitch, I changed the subject.
Oh no!
Come
on, your kids love you.
Yeah, but he comes from my balls.
He
comes from my balls. No son of mine that comes from my balls can be crying like a little bitch over me getting knocked out.
Why,
Fuck
your
that.
balls don't cry?
No, my balls don't cry. My balls just spit.
Your balls, they'll spit, but they won't cry. So there's still some sort of moisture, but it's not.
Why you all worried about my fucking balls, man? Change the subject.
Okay, change the subject.
Yeah, why you all worried? Hey, you too invested in my balls, bro.
You said balls, and now I'm thinking, okay,
but you notice, did you notice Eric Nicksick, my Nicksick?
Yeah,
he didn't say what?
That's my dog.
I thought you said something else.
Oh, what did you think he said? Don't say
I got headphones on,
and I got to move on because this is where we go.
Let me finish it. You notice he ain't going to questions. Let me get my balls joke out, then we keep going. Don't you ask me in detail about my fucking hairy boys.
Okay, if they're not moist, I don't care. That's up to you.
Oh, so he like musty hairy boys. What the fuck?
You're out of your skull, dude. This is what happens. We give him a red hat. He thinks he can do all kinds of jokes.
It's game over.
Yeah, you got to stop. You're mad that I called you Kevin Hart, and now you're upset, right? He's mad I called him Kevin Hart. Why does that make you upset? You're funny. You're a funny guy. You remind me of like a Kevin Hart meets Joe Pesci, just so you know. I just want to throw that out there. Oh my God. Why?
Joe Pesci.
Why? Joe Pesci's funny. Oh my God. All right, let's move on. So we saw you holding pads recently for the champ Belal.
Yeah.
How did this even end up happening? Because he doesn't train at Extreme Couture.
No, I know Belal for years.
Monster.
Yeah, great. Just a all around great guy. I think he's very what would the word be? I think he's hated on for no reason.
I was just about to ask you about that.
Yeah, like it's so crazy because he's one of the funniest dudes I've ever met. Like he's a jokester, prank guy, super cool, super laid back. But he's a guy that like we became friends probably around 2017 to 2018 because of PFL. So we're on the road together a lot. I had Vinny Magalesh, Lance Palmer, and then his coach is Lewis Taylor. So that was the year Lewis won $1 million. You know?
I went to college with Lewis.
Dude, yeah. He was telling me that actually yesterday because I had Belal on the pod.
Yeah.
So just straight hammer, bro. Like, this guy's an awesome, awesome dude. And moreover, I think I just respect him so much for his hustle, bro. This guy works his ass off day in and day out. And then when he comes into town, man, we just hop in the lab. He's a guy, he just texted me just now, actually, and hey, man, I need your advice on something. What do you think about this? So I just been a friend to him. The nice part about it is like I can be open and honest with him because it's not like as a coach and I'm not trying to guide him into whatever direction, hey, man, what do you think about this? Well, here's what I think about this situation or whatever it may be. And I can be open and honest with him. So proud of him, man. He performed great against Leon Edwards. I think he's gonna be a problem for the division for a while.
Yeah, but you think people hate on him because of his finish rate? That's what it is?
It could be. I mean, but here's the thing we were talking about yesterday. And when you really break down Belal Muhammad, watch his Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight. One particular style he used in that fight. The next fight he fought Luque. He fought Luque a whole different type, whole different style. Switch stancing, moving his feet, this and that. Fought Sean Brady, gave him a different look. So my point is that he is kind of a chameleon when it comes to MMA, and he's very good everywhere, right? Fought Leon Edwards a different way than he fought Sean Brady, a different way he fought Gilbert Burns. So I think it's a testament to not only how good he is all around, but it's a testament to the guys that he has around him in coaching.
Yeah, that's hard too, not being predictable. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, bro.
Because that's what a big complaint about me and my fighting style is. I got older people say, "Oh, he's predictable. He's predictable." Because I like fighting, but I like fighting a certain way. I wasn't shy when I said it. I wasn't lying. I'm a brawler.
Right.
When I came into the sport.
There you go.
But he's a great martial artist. He's a great fighter, and I think the fans should give him the ones that's hating should give him a little bit more respect. He's champion. He's very well rounded. Every fighter is not going to be the exact same. Like everybody else.
Remember, hate is the preferred emotion of the underachiever.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
That's it, man. Hate is the preferred emotion of the underachiever.
I think Rampage makes a good point, though. This guy's so well-rounded, and like you got a chance to work with him. We all get a chance to watch him fight. He's so well-rounded, and as a champion, it's kind of the same thing as Mayweather, right? Like everybody hated on his style because he understood how to win, right? He didn't need to get hit. He could
there
move
you
around.
Go. That's a great example.
And that's the thing that I always tried to figure out, like, what does it matter how they get the job done if they get the job done? Do we care that they're a winner or do we care that they gave us an exciting fight?
There you go.
One's entertainment. If you care about that, go watch WWE.
But what are they going to say about you if you're a particular style? Then you have holes in your game, right? So this guy should be getting credit for being able to beat you in so many different facets of what MMA is. When you sit down and you break down an opponent, right? you're going to look for where is one of my better attributes versus one of their weaker attributes, and how can we exploit that? I'm not going to try to go and fight Rampage and flip a coin, right? That's a 50-50 and somebody's going to get knocked the fuck out. So you're going to have to find a way, okay, where can I exploit a weakness or hide a weakness of my own that I don't get knocked out, or I don't get taken down, or I don't this, or I don't that. That's all game planning is. But now when you start to shore up any of those holes and you're serviceable or good or world-class everywhere, bro, that's why, to me, GSP is one of the top 3 to ever do it. GSP would go beat a guy at his expertise, right? When he fought Thiago Alves, he beat him on the feet. When he fought Nick Diaz, he beat him on the ground, right? Oh, Josh Koscheck, you're a better wrestler? Watch this. I'm gonna out wrestle this dude, right? That shit to me was like next level championship talent, the way that, that guy handled his business.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this just so people don't think I'm biased, just because I love Lewis Taylor.
Yeah,
he's my brother. I come from Pride, where they wanted more exciting fights, but the UFC is not geared that way. They want the best fighters. So for him to be in the UFC and being UFC champion and to solidify his legacy, he's fighting just right.
100%. And now look at him. And you know this better than anybody. You're now a pay-per-view draw, right? Like, you have the pay-per-view numbers right now. Now it's about holding on to it, holding on to that and making that money and making generational wealth for your family. And unfortunately, that's the way the game's been laid out is, hey, if you're getting pay-per-view buys, then you're making bank.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand this, but if you got haters and you got people that love you, that's twice as many people that's going to pay to see you either win or lose. So
talking about you.
Yeah, that's what all boils down to.
Yeah, it's funny because we made that reel yesterday of us hitting pads, and we collabed on the reel, and it was like, bro, the comments are everywhere. Like, you're like, oh shit, like this is real life, because there's either a lot of love or there's a lot of hate and whatever it may be. But it's also sad too, because then politics get thrown into this because he's Palestinian, right? Like, bro, I don't give a fuck where you're from. Are you a good human being?
Exactly.
Are you a good dude? Right? That's all I care about. And then when you step into our gym, we're all equal. We're all on the same mat together. We're all wearing the same uniform. We're all family. And if you can't leave that shit at the door, you don't belong in there.
That confuses me, because I'm not really into politics, and I don't watch the news, so I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I always said, being oblivious is bliss, because I don't like all that. I don't know what's going on. I don't trust a whole lot of stuff. I don't know what's being fed.
It's all being fed to you.
Who's right or wrong? I don't know.
Right.
And I don't care if people get mad at me for saying this, but I do care about what's going on in the world, and I wish there was no war. But this is where we live in. And I heard somebody say some stuff about that, because he flew that the flag. That's where he's from. That's where he's from. Like, it's like people getting mad at me for being black. If there was a black flag, I'm flying a black flag.
Like, what does it matter? What should it matter to them?
Right. It shouldn't matter to anybody. If you from a place,
he's proud of his heritage.
Yeah, you gotta be proud of. You gotta be proud of your heritage.
And people have that right. But he's putting his money where his mouth is, man. This dude adopted a kid who almost lost his legs. He's got a young preschool kid now he brought from Palestine to Chicago. He's helping that kid. He's donating. He's doing all the things he's supposed to do as an ambassador, as an ambassador to his country, right? And I would expect that from anybody if you're Israeli. And the bottom line is, dude, people are dying, whether they're innocent. I mean, they're innocent people.
Yeah.
That's whatever side of the fence you're on. We don't want to see that.
Who's right in any war though?
No, the people at the very, very, very top are the ones that are
funding it.
Whoever funding it, right?
Yeah,
like, there's no one that's right.
Yeah.
The people that are
it's an argument, right? It's an argument between
exactly.
two. Yeah, we talked about this before. Since you like one of the greatest coaches ever lived, we talked about this. Bear and I, we wish that there was no such thing as war, and we would send one fighter.
Like Achilles and Troy.
Yeah. Send your best.
Yeah. So for Palestine, we would send
Belal.
Yeah. And who would they send?
Who would we send? If Palestine would send Belal. Who would we send for America?
Yeah, Strickland. Strickland and Belal. Let them go.
They're the same weight class?
No, Strickland's like
20
20
just have
heavier.
beef. They just have
They
beef.
have beef.
Oh, Belal and Sean hate each other.
Wait, hold on. This was one of the biggest questions, Rampage. I thought you were trying to be nice about it. Everybody wants to know, how are you holding pads for this guy if you're Sean Strickland's coach?
Bro, Sean's beefs aren't my beefs.
Wow.
Like, but listen, I've been friends with Belal for a long time. And
that was nice.
Yeah, and look, dude, Sean's my boy. Sean is my boy. I don't take each relationship like if I didn't get along with all the people that Sean didn't get along with, I wouldn't have a lot of fucking friends. But Sean is my boy. Now, if Sean came to me and was like, listen, man, like this dude did X, Y, and Z or blah, 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 blah. But their beef is stemmed from something off of Twitter.
How long has he been friends with Pull Out Muhammad? How long? How long you been friends with Pull Out Muhammad?
Muhammad? Bilal Muhammad?
How you pronounce his name?
Bully B. Bilal.
Pull Out?
Bilal.
Pull Out.
Bilal.
Just say Bully B, dog. I told you.
Oh, his nickname is Bully B?
Yeah,
Bully
just
B.
say Bully B.
Bully B.
No, he lied to me. He told me you pronounce it Pull Out. Because he knows I can't pronounce certain names. He said his name was Pull Out. I don't know why you always set me up like that. And you know we.
Yep.
Hey, y'all gotta edit that out. I don't want to pull out the thing.
I'm not editing that out. Bilal needs to say, I hit up Bully B to come on this podcast like 35 times.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep texting him until he says
why
yes.
why you tell me that's how you pronounce it? Because I thought you guys was.
We'll let you and Bully B settle that when he shows up. I guess.
How long you been friends with Bully B?
Probably since 2017, 2016.
Yeah. How long you been friends with Sean Strickland?
2014.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, Sean a long time.
Gets a few extra years.
Yeah.
So
Cleonge.
oh, that means trader in Brazilian.
Portuguese.
Wow,
Cleonge.
that's horrible. Don't say that about our coach.
I'm a mercenary.
You take that back. You take that
What
back.
you gonna do if I don't take it back?
I'm gonna do something you've never seen before. I'm gonna kick you in the throat.
I don't think you can get your legs up that high.
I guarantee you I could probably stand right here and show you how high I could kick. You wanna see?
Yeah, let's see it. I hope he falls.
It's got to be good.
How high you want it? Coach, can you do some hand? Show me where to kick.
I hope he falls. Coach, I hope he falls.
Let me just show Rampage because I'm so tired of you bullying me and Bully B. Both of us are tired of it. Coach,
Which leg we doing?
I'm amateur dexterous.
You're amateur dexterous? Let's go. We'll go left kick. Let's see.
I can't kick with my left.
Okay, so we're going.
Shut up.
Do you want to go open stance, or
Yeah.
is this better for you here?
Yeah, because I'm gonna just whip it. I'm gonna crank that soldier boy real quick.
All right.
All right, you're gonna kick this whole fucking thing.
They're gonna kick everything over. Come on. Damn! I should have placed a bet. What'd he break?
Oh, my ankle.
Definitely his ankle.
Oh, my ankle's broken for sure.
Look at his foot. It's crooked.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
Oh.
Well,
We got to call. Hey, podcast. So we got to call the ambulance.
No.
Show must go on. Oh, fucking God.
I think it's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. I see it's crooked.
Oh my God.
Podcast over.
That won't do me any good. Well, my new JX1's looking phenomenal. It's a 42 millimeter chronograph. It's black and gold, and it withstands everything, including roundhouse kicks. I think I did break my ankle.
No.
I think he could probably kick you in your belly button,
My belly button.
Where?
Not my neck.
not in your neck.
Yeah.
Dog, honestly, I had so much power behind that.
It did. You knocked the shit out of
And you
it.
kicked this tape.
This is made out of solid steel, and I like shattered it.
You kicked it. You
Did
kicked
you
the table.
did you
too.
see where my hand placement was? It was nowhere near where you kicked.
Yeah, I just wanted to show him that I could kick. Uriah Hall told me if you could kick in the same spot without moving. Do you remember that? He did a jump kick.
Dude, Uriah is one of the hardest fucking kickers I've ever held for in my life.
More than Luke Rockhold?
100%. I never held for Luke. Wow. But I
He
know.
kicks harder than Luke Rockhold because Luke
I didn't
Rockhold's the
say-
best kicker I know.
No.
I just said I never held for Luke.
Oh yeah, we gotta kick that. Yeah.
Order in the court.
I literally just said I never held for Luke.
I'm
didn't
putting
hear-
my
we didn't
money
hear
on
that
Luke.
part.
I'm putting my money on Luke. He's got the hardest kick in the UFC ever. The fact that you think Uriah Hall kicks harder than Luke is outlandish.
That's outlandish.
Outlandish.
When did I ever say
Cleonche.
that?
You just said it.
Damn,
Cleonche.
I see how you guys play this game.
What?
Holy shit.
Okay, one thing everybody wants to know, jumping into a JAXXON podcast Discord question, is after watching the DDP Izzy fight,
Sure.
what do you now think of Izzy? What do you think of DDP? What do you think of Sean Strickland, and who needs to fight next?
I don't really go into I still think Izzy's one of the best to ever do it. You know, and I thought Izzy was doing some really good things in that fight. It looked weird to me because in between rounds, I was, I'm a body language guy. I want to see how he's breathing, how he looks, is he getting tired? I didn't think Izzy looked like he was getting tired. And then all of a sudden, man, in that fourth round, I think it was. I was like, oh shit! Like, did he get hit with something? Did he get caught? Did his cardio fail him? So there's a lot of things I think I was looking at. I was like, some of the adjustments that I wanted to make in the Sean DDP fight, Izzy kind of showed in that fight, and I gave me a couple things that I think we can add in or exploit. DDP is good, man. I think he deserves the credit that he deserves. I think he is a champion by, I want to say, trial and error. I think he's getting better and understanding who he is in his own skin. Right, every time out, he's getting a little bit better, and so hopefully we get that opportunity soon. I know Dana or Hunter and Sean were talking this week, so hopefully get something locked up.
I think when Izzy come back for his next fight, he's going to destroy his next opponent.
Izzy?
Izzy. Because to me, it just looked like ring rust.
You think?
Yeah, because how long has it been since he fought?
We fought Sean last September. So
it was like
it was up a
Almost a
year. A year we won the belt on the 10th, I think it was.
For some reason in MMA, ring rust is worse than in boxing for some strange reason.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Sure.
And I never had a boxing match, but when I watch boxers that haven't fought in a year, they don't look like they have any ring rust.
Right.
They must do a lot of rounds. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I really want to talk to a boxer and see how they get over it.
Yeah.
But I think they have like fights in the gym, like I was telling
Paulo Costa.
Yeah, Paulo Costa.
Yeah, well, it is like you said though. The cultural differences between the boxing gyms and the MMA gyms, bro, is nuts. Because I go to Capetillo's gym and watch the
Capetillo?
Capetillo, George, amazing boxing coach, just a great guy as well. But I work with a lot of fighters that he has, but you go into that environment, and the boxing gym environment is much different than MMA. Like, these motherfuckers are trying to knock each other out, right? Like, and there gets your spirited rounds in MMA, but in the boxing community, you're bringing sparring partners in for that purpose. Like, and if you're like, yo, motherfucker, here's $500 for your day, I'm getting my money's worth. I'm going to try to knock this motherfucker out. But in an MMA gym, those are your teammates. Those are the guys that you need to depend on for later on down the line. You care about this person. You want to see they have a fight coming up themselves. So there's a difference to me culturally when it comes to the two. But man, like, it is fun to go into a boxing gym and watch these motherfuckers spar, bro, because they're trying to take each other's heads off.
See, that's what I did different. I really didn't train with a lot of top like ranked MMA fighters. I would bring in guys that was good at certain things that I didn't really know that well. But sometimes before we spar, they'd tell me about their family life and stuff like that. I had to tell my manager or my coach, like, hey, I don't want to talk to them before the fight. Before the sparring session. I don't want to know all that, because some days you just want to work and something like that. But if I'm paying them sometime, I want to see what I can do.
Sure. Was most of your camps in Big Bear, or did you set stuff up everywhere?
No, in the beginning when I was training with Tito and stuff, he was training in Big Bear and stuff like that. I did a few up there. I did like my camp for Chuck Liddell up there and stuff by myself. But most of them have been just down here in Huntington Beach or whatever,
Who were your like go-to training partners and stuff back then?
I got one of my friends called Seabass. I had like a couple of people. Check Congo.
Tito.
No, if I'm gonna be 100% honest, most time I train with Tito is for his fight.
Okay.
And we brought in a lot of young guys, guys that were like up and coming, and some of them never made it to the big show. But they,
serviceable bodies and guys you can work with.
But they was good at what they did.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I brought in guys that was good at boxing, brought in some guys that was good at Muay Thai. It depends on who I was fighting. Like when I fought Machida, we brought in some karate guys.
Yeah.
I don't remember most of their names. And when I fought the judo guy, we brought in guys that was really good at judo. And I still had my stable of people. And we throughout the years we brought in a lot of guys. But one of my sparring partners from back in the day is Lunchbox. You met him before. He came in here. He does like graphics and T-shirts and stuff like that. He's a real successful guy in there. But this guy never was a fighter. I think maybe he did like one amateur fight, but he was just really tough. And he used to get me ready for a lot of fights.
It's funny, like how you need those, like it's that ecosystem of, a gym or a team. You got to have those guys available. And then you pick up the phone, somebody, gets hurt or injured or kicks the fucking mic stand, right? And they're out with a broken ankle. You got guys to go. Like for me right now, it's so hard because, especially with Francis, right? Like there's not a lot of people in the world that can spar and grapple and wrestle with Francis. So getting like a team together for that, like it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, let's unpack that for a second. How is Francis' preparation, and are you going in as his head coach?
Yeah.
Francis is fighting.
Yeah, I know, but
What?
Are you asking him about Francis like private details? 'Cause I really want Francis to win this fight.
I just want to know, like, I don't want, you don't got to give me anything, but you know, he's fighting a big dude, right?
Yeah.
Renan's a big dude. He's fighting again. He hasn't fought in a long time. He's been boxing for 2 years, right? A year and a half.
Yeah.
We just had him in here. He looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. He looks lean. He looks ready to rock. His spirits are great. I know he's going through a lot in life, but it seems like he's holding his spirit together.
Sure.
Are you his official coach going into
Yeah,
this?
of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything that has to do with Francis, I'm always going to be involved. Like that's my boy. That's my brother. You know, I'm his head coach when it comes to MMA. So right now he's out in France. I leave on Tuesday. I'll go to France and be out there with him and we'll round out camp, get everything done. He's been in the gym, you know, after the loss of his son, took some time. I encouraged him to come back to Vegas just to be around the boys. Just get in the gym, bro. Come train. It had nothing to do with fighting. It had to do with healing. Hey, be around the team, talk some shit. But moreover, like I know my family is very close with him. Like, you know, he loves my son. He loves like everybody in my entire family. So I think it was just good food for his soul. And I know when he was back home outside of the gym and training, he's home alone. And that's when it started to hurt. Right. That's when everything started to come up again. I just told him, I'm like, look, bro, like if you feel like that, just come over. Just don't even have to fucking ask. Just come by. And like he did that a couple of times. Like he'll just hit me like, yo, you at the house? Yeah, I'm here. I'm on my way.
He lives in Vegas full time?
Yeah. Back and forth. Like he has his place in Cameroon. He has a home out in Summerlin out in Vegas. But it's like a 25, 30-minute drive. Hop in the car and he'll be at the house and he'll hang out for 4 or 5 hours. We'll cook dinner and just be around family, So that's where him and I became very close was during COVID. We didn't have anything, bro. Like, what were we going to do all day? We trained all day. And then I remember like asking my family, are you guys comfortable if I start bringing Francis to the house? Right. I mean, I'm training with this dude every day. So if there's whatever the fuck COVID is at this time, we didn't know what was what. But I literally training with this dude, sweating on this dude, breathing on this dude. If COVID is a thing, we both got it, right? So are you guys cool with Francis coming to the house? And everybody, all my wife, my kids, everybody's like, yeah, man, like we love Francis. So that's when I felt like our bond became very close. Like we became family, So after the death of Kobe, that's the thing I felt like he needed the most was just to be around familiar family,
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he decided that he wanted to come back and fight just because I know he's fighting for something different now. He has a different purpose right now. And it's not fame. It's not money. I know he's fighting for his son.
Yeah. That's sad. It's no father should ever have to bury their kids.
Never.
Yeah. You can only imagine.
Yeah, never. It's painful, man. And I know what he goes through. I mean, I empathize what he goes through. Like when he talks about it, you feel it, bro. Like you fucking feel it in your soul. And this will be our hardest fight, not necessarily in the cage, right? Like this is about a human being, getting through this shit.
How's he doing? How's he taking it?
I think he has his days, just like anybody else. I think he has his days, but keeping his mind occupied is, I think, what's been his best therapy. Is being in the room and training and being around the fellas again. Because that was like we laugh, but like you get it, bro. When you're in the gym and you're around the fellas, anything goes, and we all have fun. We all laugh. We all we're just a tight community, and we're a family. So I feel like when he got back in the room, everybody gave him that hug, and then it was right back to business.
I could tell he's a really good dude.
Oh, he's amazing, bro.
When he came here, I'm not gonna lie, I was inspecting like an entourage or just a couple people with him. He came in here, he drove here by himself.
Yeah, he drove himself.
He drove himself.
He's
very respectful
very
to you. I want to add one thing real quick. The respect he showed Rampage, he didn't need to show you that respect. You guys are both legends in your own right. But this guy showed Rampage so much love, so much respect,
for sure.
so kind to everybody. And we did it on a Saturday.
Yeah.
It was out of
we never
nowhere.
had
Yeah.
Like, yo, I could only do it right now. And you're the one who set it all up for us.
But
you
I
know?
mean, you know, he's a huge fan of what you've done, but you've paved the way not only for a lot of the African American fighters, you know, and I think for him, like he's very closed off in a lot of ways. He doesn't trust a lot of people.
Yeah, I can tell.
And he doesn't let a lot of people in for a reason, right? I mean, especially in the position that he's in. So the circle is fucking like this.
Yeah.
And it's like me and Dewey, right? And maybe a couple other people.
Yeah.
And that's that. And he's fine with that. And he's just okay with that. And
I'm sorry, one thing he got upset with me about because Bear told me how to pronounce his last name a long time ago.
How'd it go?
He was like, "Why you pronounce my name like that?" And you know, I
Wait,
thought
what did you say?
I thought how you taught me how to pronounce his name months ago.
How do you say it?
Nganu.
Yeah. Bro, I watched the episode. I was dying.
Wait,
I
what's
was
his
dying.
name?
Francis Nganu. And he told me that's not how he told me that's why you laughing at me?
Why do you say my name like that?
Shit was funny.
Hey, he sounds like Royal
He
when he's on.
wasn't upset about that.
No, he was.
He did. He wrote me right after. He's like,
he
dude,
did.
this motherfucker, I paid him all the love and respect, and he's calling my name.
And he clowned me.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He
bro.
texted me during the podcast saying, yo, this dude.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, why is he say like my name's got a lisp?
Yeah, red hat. Should have a red
Are you
nose, acting
joking?
like
Are you
a
serious?
clown.
No, he was pissed.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pissed at me.
That's what he says. I'm never coming back
Yeah.
again.
That's how he told me how to say his name.
I told him, I said, no more red hat. We'll give him a red nose. Got a clown over here. Thinks this is a circus.
Man, I'm a big Francis fan.
I know.
He didn't know that at the time. He
I
didn't
brought you
know
that shirt. Brought you
Yeah,
that Francis shirt.
I be wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
I wear it. Bro, you got to be.
Bro, what a
more
what a
respectful.
better surprise guest in fucking Saudi Arabia. I was like, Rampage is out here? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
that was dope.
I came out there because I knew that he was.
You were the only motherfucker that called it too, bro. I
knew he
remember
was
that
gonna be
shit.
his ass.
Say that right now for the people.
No,
in the back.
100%. No, yeah. He was the only dude that said that gave Francis a shot. Not only a shot, said he was
Said
going to
he was
knock him
gonna
out.
win.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
gonna win.
I told
I knew
everybody going in the
Yeah.
fight, Rampage is betting all his money on Francis, and everybody was telling me I'm high, I'm this, I'm that. They said, no way. Rampage was running up and down the hallways. Dude.
bro.
Still
I knew-
lost his money. We got robbed, though.
Yeah, he got robbed.
No, but
I
he
knew
put
it.
on a show.
They
Yeah, that shit
interviewed
was
all
dope.
the fighters that was out there, and after I finished my interview, the guy was like, "You the only person that said
Yeah,
Francis."
100%. Yeah, 100%.
But real talk, he not mad.
Yes, he is, bro. Chill out.
No, shut up.
Right, you nervous again, right?
I ain't nervous.
There's only two guys I've ever seen
No.
you a little nervous around.
Listen,
Alistar Overeem and Francis
Shut
Ngannou.
up, shut up. He's
No?
full of shit. No, I'm a big fan of Francis.
Are you really?
I am
So
really.
be respectful, dog.
No, I thought that's how you say his name.
How?
I'm not saying it no more.
One more time.
Nganu.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
saying I'm gonna say it like him. Because that's all he said was, "Why you say my name like that?"
Dude, I saw,
Hey,
I saw
but
it.
pissed
in the
like this.
episode.
Like,
I seen him like
Yeah,
push
yeah,
the
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I was like, oh fuck.
hey,
man.
if you had to fight a guy like Francis, because he's a bigger dude, you're kind of light now. You're getting skinny. You're getting light. I mean, you're getting in shape, and you already look great. Don't take it out of context. How would you fight a guy like Francis? So, he's pretty tall, pretty big. heavyweight.
Francis is a big dude, big strong dude, and he got knockout power in both his hands. I just gotta fight him just like a man, like the way I'm a brawler. I gotta
Yeah.
That's
first,
it?
I have to get right up in his face.
Cover and roll.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what,
cover
man.
roll, yeah.
Sean will spar Francis.
Stop.
I swear to God.
You tell
bro.
me Sean Strickland spars Francis
hand,
Ngannou.
hand to God. But Sean says the same thing. He's like, listen, I spar him because there's no other person that can put the fucking fear of God in me the way that Francis can. So it makes you spar a particular way where like you got to be on your fucking
Does
game.
Francis put the beat down on Sean?
I mean, okay. So, you know, if Francis wanted just to fucking kill him, I'm sure he could.
Have they?
I mean, they've gone
'Cause
at.
Sean looks like he kills everybody in the gym.
Sean will start winging shit at Francis's head, and then Francis will be like, "All right, motherfucker," and then have to show him what time it is.
Didn't Francis tell us that in the gym sometimes he has to slow play because guys try to hurt him, and he's like, "Oh, it's okay."
I think he was talking about Sean.
Yeah.
Strickland.
He was talking about Sean Strickland.
I'm joking now, but saying
Yeah,
No, they spar hard, bro.
be honest.
Sean's fucking crazy.
Be honest, no joking aside. Besides the fact that Sean almost killed Sneako, and then Rampage took the time and the effort to train Sneako here at the Jackson House.
Yeah.
How crazy is Sean in training? Why is he like this? Because I know he's a killer. Right? We all know how good he is at fighting, but why is he like this in training?
It's not like that. It's
So
different.
it's just the internet.
Well, if I walked in here and I said I can do a better job, or I can just walk in off the street and say I can fight Rampage, that's a disservice to him and the years that he's trained as a martial artist.
Understood.
It's not it's not fair to do that.
Understood.
And we get that all the time where people just come off the streets and be like, put out their cigarette and their beer and they're like, oh, I can do that. Like, you think you can just walk into a fucking world-class MMA gym and just do what these athletes have done their entire lives? That's a disservice to that person. Not only is it a disservice, it's disrespectful.
Sneako said that it was like Strickland asked him to spar. That's what I was told.
And listen, the Sneako case in particular, that was more of a YouTube setup. And Sneako was respectful. He was cool the whole time. He was working with Jake Shields. He was, I mean, and Sneako asked for it. And Jake told him, Jake's like, bro, you do not want to spar Sean. This is not the guy to ask. You should spar like Tavares or somebody else that's going to give you a look. And Sean takes that as you want to spar me, that's a challenge.
Yeah, on the outside looking in, I think that Sean Strickland took it, he took it too far. And I look at people like Sneako and those YouTubers that never trained and stuff like that. I look at them as like civilians.
Right.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm keeping 100. I kind of looked at Strickland. I lost a little respect for him.
Sure.
But then I started seeing him going to Japan and doing that to other fighters and kickboxers and stuff like that. Then I was like, oh, okay, all right. Then I'm like, okay, because I liked Strickland at first because his interviews and stuff.
Sure.
I liked him. Then I saw him do that to Sneako. Then I was like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah, and I think he got a little bit of flack for that, you know, and I'm not a little bit. He got a lot of flack for that. And people are like, I don't know about this guy, or yada, yada, yada. But it's also, I think, changed his approach because we had Mitch Aguiar come into the gym, former Navy SEAL, right? And it was
wait, you got to start from the jump on that one because that's a big one the internet wants to know about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, Sean and Mitch have been friends for a long time. Okay. People don't realize this.
Yeah.
Sean and Mitch were joking around, going back and forth on social media, where Sean was like, yo, I'm you know, whoop any Navy SEAL.
But be clear, they were friends.
They were friends.
This is the part that kills
well
me.
Before.
Because, like, I love our military servicemen, and I have nothing
Absolutely.
but respect. If you're a Navy SEAL, you're the highest level of respect.
You love a man in the uniform, don't you?
I love it.
But it'd be like me and Rampage joking around on the internet, like but then people take it out of context. They don't know the punchline is him and I are actually boys.
Okay.
Right. And so he was kind of going back and forth with Mitch on social media about I'll destroy any Navy SEAL, yada, yada, yada. And then the Navy SEAL community took offense to that, of course, you know, and saying what he said. But Mitch actually showed up. Mitch was like, yo, I'll take you up on the challenge. And dude, this dude went 5-minute rounds, 25 minutes straight, didn't quit. And Sean put a whooping on him.
All 5 rounds?
All 5 rounds. Sean never hit him hard to the head. Sean was chopping his legs and trying to knock him out with the body shot.
Really hitting him?
Hard, bro. At one point, I looked at Mitch. I'm like, yo, man, like, I'll go grab a bell so you can ring that fucking bell and get out of this bitch. And he's like, I can't quit. I can't quit.
Navy SEAL.
Navy SEAL, bro. And like, even Sean was like, yo, dude, you're a fucking G. Like, to your credit, you took that ass whooping.
So 2 things on this. One is, as a coach, because people don't understand the difference. Navy SEALs are the biggest gangsters in the world. They're the top of the food chain when it comes to military men, but that's what a gun. They're elite with their mind. They're elite with their spirit.
Not only that, though.
No,
they
but
do
I'm just
some
saying.
hard
hands-on,
But they do. They do some.
Before I take it out of context, I understand that. I'm just trying to say they can do anything they want to do with a gun. No one's coming close to them. But with fighting, that's just 1/10 of what they have in their arsenal. So that's all Sean focuses on. So, of course, the elite level there, he's a Navy SEAL level fighter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But when you think about, you put all the same people in this barrel, they're all alpha males. That's all. They're all alphas. They're all go-getters. They're all fucking hunters. They're all meat eaters. Right? That's all it is.
Yeah,
And,
I just
and
hated the comments about everybody saying, "Oh, Navy SEAls can't fight." I'm like, are you guys crazy? These guys are the reason why we're free. Yeah,
they can fight, but say you do it the other way around. Say you put Sean or any other MMA fighter out there in the shit, like in the ocean, how they be training in the ocean, swimming, and they had to tread water for hours and not sleep.
And honestly, if there's anybody that could do that and transfer over, it would be Sean.
I would like to see.
Sean can shoot. Sean can swim. He can do all that other shit. The only thing he can't do is fucking run because his legs are all messed up from that accident he was in.
What? He was in a motorcycle accident?
Yeah, he was in a bad motorcycle accident. Like almost lost his leg. You know, so for him to be like, we'll be doing warm-ups and shit. I'll be like, all right, everybody fucking frog hops or cartwheels. He's like, looks at me. He's like, man, I can't do that shit. You know, he's 0 vertical. His vertical is -1 inch, right? Fucking can't jump for shit. So
yeah, Bear, you got something coming with him.
No,
-1 inch.
I just when I saw all this going down about the Navy SEAls, obviously we have our paintball parks. We've been working with military men for Rampage knows. He's been to a lot of our charity events. 40 years, you know, we've had this Park SE Village supporting military
Sure.
men and Navy SEALs. And I was like, these comments were just killing me because they're like, told you guys Navy SEAls can't fight. I'm like, are you crazy? The reason why you could comment right now and you're free is because of the Navy SEAls.
Yeah.
That one, I got personal. And I'm like, people don't understand. These guys are friends. I'm like, can someone just please just like
it was,
level this
It was
playing field?
literally like a big troll job. And
Yeah.
then just watching people get pissed off. Like one of my best friends just retired. He was a former Team 6 guy. And he loved all of this. Like he was like, dude, this is hilarious. Like, look at these guys go. You know what I mean? Like there was no disrespect, and they all love, and all of these military guys love Sean, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is, bro. When you really understand that all these dudes that doing this job are some bad motherfuckers across the board, that's all good.
The other thing that I wanted to discuss about this was, how is Sean Strickland's cardio? I know he doesn't have that crazy of output. People have talked about that. I understand his fighting styles. He kind of puts the pace on them, so it's a little bit easier for him. He can control breathing, and I've seen the stuff you've done with him on Instagram. But how is his cardio so incredible?
I mean, he just spars every day. I mean, he goes hard in every practice that we have, right? Our Monday practice is probably one of the hardest practices in the game. Like we do a lot of up-down training, wall work. We'll spar. We'll do this. We'll do that. But every practice that Sean has is hard, is difficult. There's not like a fucking, all right, this one's a 10%er today, or we're not going to go that hard. We're going to drill today, or we're going to do this. Dude, it's balls to the wall every fucking practice. And when he spars the same way, you know? So I think when you look at the cardio element, he's not doing S&C. He's not doing all this crazy exercise. Strength and conditioning.
Oh.
He
don't look like he does that.
He don't do none of that shit, bro. I don't even think he fucking lifts a weight.
Does he swim for cardio?
He spars for cardio.
Are you serious?
He spars, guys. That's all he does, bro.
And that's enough. Is that enough cardio you feel like as his coach? That's enough?
You have to be able to be adaptable to the fighter, right? So like, I would never want Rampage to fucking spar fight week. Why are we sparring fight week? But this is what keeps him sane, keeps him sharp. It's a vision thing, an eye thing, a sharpness, whatever it may be. So as a coach, you kind of have to be adaptable to the fighter. Okay, Dan Ige is not going to do that, but Sean is. So sometimes you have to learn to color outside the lines. You know?
I don't like his fighting style, but I respect his tenacity and
But you know what's crazy though? Like he fights a particular way. Like sometimes he'll fight not to lose, right? And then he spars completely different. Like he'll put it together, bro. Like he's taking people down, he's beating people up on the ground, he's throwing hard shots. I think when you get him in a fight, it becomes a little bit more tactical. Like he doesn't want to lose the fight. So that was a discussion that I had with him after the Dricus fight. When we were fighting Paulo Costa, I said, look, man, you fought Izzy with nothing to lose. You fought DDP not to lose. I said, I need the motherfucker to fight with nothing to lose. So in between the rounds going into the Paulo Costa fight, I was like, yo, you need to let the dog out and go back to pissing on the fucking floor because you fighting this dude like a little bitch right now. And he looked right at me. He said, all right, you got it, coach. I'm going to let him loose on this motherfucker in round 5. And it ended up being a split decision.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I said, well, if he fought Paulo Costa like he did the 5th round, it would have been a lot more exciting.
Smoked him.
Yeah.
What were you saying during the whole fight, Sean Strickland and Paulo Costa?
I thought Sean Strickland looked like he was like one of those Russian soldiers where you know how they be marching when they kick their leg up for the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, Coach Nate at our gym calls him the praying mantis. He's like, you look like a fucking praying mantis.
But I think it throws people's game off. But a lot of people are very vocal about his fighting style. I mean,
that would have frustrated. I'm not gonna lie.
You said it multiple
that
times.
would have frustrated the shit out of me if I'm fighting somebody.
100%.
But why? For the audience at home, we get it. But explain to them why, though. I want them to actually understand. Now that we have a coach, he can kind of dissect it from a fighter standpoint and a coach standpoint.
It would have frustrated the shit out of me because if you count, I don't know, every so many seconds, he's raising that leg up like he's going to check a kick or he's going to kick.
Correct.
That's,
but you understand why we were doing that though, right?
I don't know why.
So when Costa started to attack the calf, right? And in the first and second round, he was really digging into the calf. In between those rounds, I told him we have to weaponize the lead leg. And what I mean by that is if we're teeping it, using it as a weapon, it's not going to get kicked. So we'll say march. So it looks like he's kind of marching, right? Like lifting the check.
Wow.
That's
right. So if we weaponize that lead leg, it can't be a hindrance to us anymore. So we're using that lead leg. And he actually checks calf kicks pretty damn well. But Costa was doing a good job of coming around the lead shoulder. You're right. You have the little Philly shell style. Your shoulders bladed to the inside. Your lead toes pointed to the inside. All you have to do is kind of cut a little bit of angle, and you're going to have a good angle to hit the calf. So yeah, we had to change up some stuff in between rounds because of that, and that's why you saw him actually like literally marching.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's his fight. Do what you got to do to win.
Yeah. Adapt and overcome.
Yeah. Me watching as a fan, I was like, fuck this shit. And as a fighter too, I'm like,
yeah, he was screaming at me. Why did we buy this fight?
Yeah. I would have been so.
But did you see Costa's fucking ribs after that fight? Bro, like
I saw the flying knee from Sean.
Banged his fucking belly up, because if you're sitting there and Sean's not going to go to southpaw. He's not very good at out of southpaw. So if that lead leg becomes a hindrance and now we're just getting calf kicked, our only option is to make it a weapon. Is just use that fucking
Have you ever been calf kicked? That shit hurts bad.
It's like a motherfucker.
So Luke, when we went out, said, I'm going to kick you in front of all these girls. Just if it breaks, you'll be fine. And I was like, you ain't going to kick me hard. And he was living his best life. It was my birthday. He kicked me so hard. I still think that's why I broke right now. That's why I couldn't kick your hand. That's why I had no balance.
That's why.
He broke your ankle, huh?
Yeah.
He broke your calf too.
Yeah, tibulated.
Yeah,
Tibulated. It tibulated.
Is Luke and Sean still beefing?
Can we talk about this for a sec? So Luke Rockhold's one of the greatest to ever fight.
Yeah.
Great on the floor, great in the ring.
So underrated on the ground.
Great
bro.
guy.
Like,
He would have won that tournament
CGI.
if Bear didn't blow his back out.
Fucking Bear.
So I mean, dude, I have a crazy reverse darce that I penetrate. So what? I did. You saw me hit him with the reverse darce.
Is that an anaconda then?
No, it's like a darce, but then you lay on the side. I learned it from the Rotolo brothers.
Oh, okay.
Also,
And you hit him with the anaconda?
I got
Blew his back out.
Squeezing
right before he blew his back out right before the
squeezing him
the
Rampage
tournament.
as hard as I could. Yeah. So and Luke's been trying to train with me a little bit. I've been having Jansen in here, world champion black belt, Leo Vera. I'm trying to learn jiu-jitsu. I'm a blue belt. Alan Goes gave me my blue belt last year. I'm trying to learn. I'm just learning.
Every day we're trying to learn.
I'm a fan of the game. That's it. I'm not a fighter, but Luke's an incredible fighter.
Yeah.
He's done it. He already won the belt. Sean, incredible fighter. He's won the belt. Rampage, you unified the Pride belt and UFC belt. Champions are champions. They shouldn't beef like that if they're not going to fight. I think the UFC needs to let them fight.
But Luke,
right?
He's not in the UFC no more.
Wait, why do you shake your head like that?
Because they're not in the UFC. But here's the thing: is that they had that.
You don't believe in Luke?
I never said that. I love Luke, and I actually I had a lot of faith in Luke to beat fucking Paulo Costa.
Oh, we all did.
Well, I had a lot of faith in Luke, but they had that fight lined up in the UFC, and Luke pulled out. That fight was lined up.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Did you know this?
I didn't know nothing.
I didn't know none.
Pull up Tapology, bro, and look up Luke, and you'll see the cancellation.
God damn, I wish Vinny was.
Oh, so it was already booked and everything.
Yeah, it was booked for real.
And Luke got injured.
I think probably. I think Luke probably got injured at some point. So
I cannot. This is my dog, and I told him moving forward, I will never let anything of his. God damn it, Luke! I told him I'll never let anything go bad or go south if it has to do with him. I gotta ask him. Hold on 1 second. This guy, if he don't answer, I'm gonna kill him. What up? Thank you, bro. Hey, you're on a podcast, so just don't say anything because you're live. Okay. I'm here with the one and only Eric Nicksick. I got Rampage Jackson. You know
what up,
who he
Luke?
is.
Yes, sir.
I love you. Check this out, brother. So we're trying to figure something out because I can't find it on the internet. People are asking, did you and Sean Strickland have a fight lined up and someone pulled out, or did the UFC just never sanction or never schedule the fight?
I herniated a disc in my back.
Okay, so you were hurt. You didn't pull out.
That was the weak point in my back that keeps igniting. That's why.
Oh, that's what he hurt going into CGI. Okay, cool.
It's there's a weak point in it, so it strained the ligament this time.
Got it.
Last time was herniated, full herniation.
Got it. All right, so this fight was scheduled, but you got hurt. You didn't just pull out randomly.
No, I had a herniated disc.
Yeah, there you go. Herniated?
Hurricane.
All right, so he had a hurricane in his disc.
Ding dong.
All right, thank you, Luke. We got you, brother.
What Dom gave you a couple weeks.
Guy just wants to. He just talks, right? You hear him? You hear him? He just likes to talk.
Well, but why you hang up on him though?
Because he wants to. Then he's like, that's all we needed. Leave it at that. You
No.
know what I mean?
But he was saying something important. But why you hang up on him?
It never ends with you, Rampage. It never ends with you.
I thought he was saying something pretty important.
Yeah, me too. And so did I. So if they were to fight, if the UFC brings back Luke Rockhold for UFC 400, a big special. What do you mean? Come on.
Come on.
You don't have any faith in Luke Rockhold?
It's just, man.
Be honest. You're not going to get in trouble. We all love you.
I love Luke.
Okay, we're all one team. We're all Jackson. We're all one team. You don't have any faith in him beating Sean Strickland?
It's not that I don't have faith in him. These two.
Why are you smirking?
Because you know what? You starting shit.
I'm not starting nothing. They were feuding, and I called you, and I said, hey, I want no part in this. What did I do when they were feuding?
Yeah.
I was a respectful.
He's an instigator, bro.
No. Hey, for the audience at home so they know the facts, you want to hear the facts? Because I am a good person, unlike how you like to make me look. When they were feuding, Sean Strickland and Luke Rockhold, I said, hey, Luke Rockhold's one of our athletes. Sean isn't, but I do appreciate Sean. I know he wants to come on the podcast. We are going to talk about this, and I'm going to display the facts. If Sean doesn't want us to talk about it, that's fine. I still got to address what's going on. And I asked Eric, is that cool with you? You're the coach. I just want everybody to know there's no drama. I never ask people. This one I want to play by the rules because you're one of our guys and he's the one who's connected us. He said, yeah, just don't make up anything, but you could state whatever's happening. He's a real coach. Hit me straight. I said, yes, sir, coach.
All right.
And I hit him straight.
All right. How about this? I might regret saying this.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about doing this when I was a little bit younger, when the internet started getting big, but I just never had the team to do it for me. So, sparring. Mm-hmm. You can spar whoever the hell you want. Mm-hmm. We don't get paid for sparring.
Yep.
And so that's why, like something like this, you have beef, you can't fight each other in two different organizations. Just spar. But now you got the streaming capabilities. Like we got Twitch, we got Kick, we got Live. If we can capitalize on fucking views, set up a sparring match.
3 rounds, I'll give each guy $100K.
So this is probably like
3 rounds. I'll give each guy $100,000
for sparring. For sparring and capitalize off.
I'll give him $100,000 cash in a briefcase like CGI. We'll live stream it on the Jackson podcast. Luke Rockhold for Sean Strickland. 3 rounds, 5 minutes each round, championship rounds.
In the Jackson cage.
In the Jackson cage.
That says human resources at the top
which
of my
says
page.
HR.
And we be a close only our
3
people.
judges.
Yeah.
3
You
judges.
don't need no judges.
No, 3 judges, just in case.
Here's what you do.
3 refs.
And this is what we've done in human resources, and this has happened. That cage door stays closed until somebody fucking knocks to get out.
Wait, you don't want to just do 3 rounds?
You just do it till the job is done.
So it's a never-ending round like Pride?
Well, I mean, you don't want nobody to die.
Well, no, but Strickland would have the advantage in there because.
Yeah, that's not fair.
That's not
fair. You see, you're doing some tactical
Yeah,
coach stuff.
yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna let you do this tactical coach stuff.
Boys, if we're gonna do it, like let's do it like fucking gladiator times.
All right, let me talk to my team real quick.
But that's only for $100,000. It's sparring.
Yeah.
It's just sparring. It's not a fight.
What do you think, Rampage?
I think you was onto something with the $100,000.
Yeah, I think 100. I'll put a purse up. I'll live stream it.
Cash? Did you really talk about cash?
Yeah, I'll live stream it. I'll promote it. Everybody will tune in and watch.
Yeah.
We'll do it on the podcast page. It'll be the most watched MMA event of the year. Guaranteed. I guarantee you I could do millions of people live because I would promote it. I know it would be free.
Yeah.
So everybody would watch
Right,
it. That's
of
in
course.
MMA. And we give them a lot of time. And all you got to do is go on the internet, find out the most unusable time between the East Coast and the West Coast, which is around like 6:45 p.m. West Coast time because it's right before the East Coast goes to bed. We do it during that 10-minute gap where everybody's on their phone and let them go.
See, this is something I wanted to do years ago. I wanted to capitalize off of my.
Call it Rampage. We'll call the sparring session Rampage.
No,
Like
I wanted.
I just think you just let them just
go. Let's be serious about this for a second, and then we're gonna move on. Do you really want them to just do a never-ending round? That would be crazy.
But then it had to be
so much fun.
Yeah, but then he's kind of right though, because you don't want UFC to classify it as a fight when it's a sparring
It's a
session.
sparring
Are they
session.
wearing headgear? Are they wearing shin guards?
Headgear and shin guards.
You have to wear shin guards.
Headgear and shin guards.
No headgear. We don't wear
Because
headgear.
it's MMA. Is they doing MMA or just kickboxing?
No, MMA.
Wait, MMA gloves or kickboxing? Like boxing
Whatever
gloves?
the fuck you want.
Boxing gloves.
Boxing gloves.
At 7-ounce puffies
7-ounce puffies. Wow.
With shin guards.
Open puffies.
and knee pads. You
Oh
throw some
my
knee pads
God.
on.
Yeah.
There you
We'll
go.
have
No
Coach,
elbows. No
Coach
elbows.
Nicksick
right?
has
It's
a
fine.
deal with the brand. What's the brand you're sponsored by?
Hayabusa.
We'll have them make you some Coach Nicksick pads, and you could bring them in here, right? Some Jackson podcast.
Will you custom make me some Coach Nicksick?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm being serious about this. Do you really think that a never-ending round is better? I think 3 rounds to really see who has the best martial art. I don't want it to be a cardio war.
it's a fucking fight. That's what you're making.
It's a sparring match.
Yeah, it's a sparring match.
It's just it's not a
Yeah.
fight.
I think you just
fight.
guys let's just make this some medieval fucking throw
He
these
just
two.
wants war.
Yeah, just throw these two idiots in a cage.
Is this why you blur everybody's face in all your photos? You just want war.
Completely different. Reason.
What is the reason why you blur everybody's faces in every photo?
Can't tell you.
There's something you're doing over there at Extreme Couture that's cooking,
Area
and you're
51.
cooking nice.
Hey,
we can't
I got
tell
a
you.
question. Have you seen the motherfuckers doing that medieval fighting inside the cage and shit now?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Bro, I want to go to one of
I
those.
try to sign up
Every
here.
time I see that shit, I was like, "Where's this at in Russia? Where at in Russia?
I
is this
think
going on?
I think I heard the ones in Nashville.
Me
Really?
and Rampage are gonna go as a tag
Fuck.
team.
Well, you know who's been coaching a ton now at the gym?
Who?
Pile. Mike's back in like coaching.
Is he
a ton.
back?
Yeah,
Wow.
Tell him I said what's
dude.
up.
I will. Fucking love that dude, bro.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
I love that dude.
I didn't like him when I first met him.
Well, you fought him. That was like,
was my first fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of mad at his coach. His coach was the one weighing me in
Really?
and said I never made weight, and I made weight.
Yeah.
I was like,
How the fuck did you and Pile ever fight? That's crazy.
so I was this guy. I don't like to say this guy's name, but this is a guy that got me started in MMA. He was like my really good friend in high school. We was the best wrestlers in Memphis, and we always saw each other in the finals. His coach and my coach was good friends, so we trained together as well. Him and his brother. I went to college and wrestled, and I came back, and he was doing MMA. I had heard of it a little bit because Vladimir Makashenko was one of my coaches, and I saw him doing
The janitor.
Yeah, the janitor. I saw him doing this stuff because he was a janitor at the damn
Yeah.
college.
No, really? That's
Yeah,
why you got the name.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, he used to practice some of the shit on us.
Fuck.
So when I come home, this guy, we're gonna call him Roberts. That's his last name. He took me to a fight, an MMA show in Memphis. He said, "Yeah, this is what I'm doing." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I saw Mike Powell. He submitted a guy, and he pushed. I think after the guy tapped out, he put his palm of his foot on the guy's face and pushed the guy off. I was like, "Oh man, that guy's a dick." I'm talking shit. I'm like, I like to fight that guy.
Yeah.
I never fought before, never trained, only wrestled.
Yeah.
And then he said, "You like to fight that guy?" He said, "He's the man. He's a purple belt. That's big in
Yeah,
Memphis."
back-
at the time.
oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
He said, "He's the best fighter in Memphis." I said, "Fuck that. I'll kick his ass," talking shit.
Yeah.
And then like I helped him train for his fight. 3 days notice, they was like, "Hey, you remember that guy that you said you wanted to fight?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I said, "What about him?" He said, "His opponent pulled out. You want to fight?" I'm like, "Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
when?" He said, 3 days. I was like, "Fuck." And I talked so much shit.
You had to do it now.
I had to do it, so I did it, and I had to lose. I was bigger than guy, I guess, so I had to lose. Can't remember this over 24 years ago.
Right.
So like 23 years ago, I can't remember how much the weight I had to lose. So I went and started training for the fight and lost some weight. And when I get there, it's like an amateur fight in the New Daisy Theater on Beale Street in Memphis, and it was one guy weighing me in. Nobody else was there. And he kept telling me, "Oh, you didn't make weight. You didn't make weight." I knew I made weight. I'm looking at it. I'm like, "Bro, I look like I'm on weight." He's like, "Oh, you a couple tenths." So I'm like, "Bro, I'm." So I kept going. Day of the fight.
Yeah.
The day of the
You got
fight.
to weigh in the same day.
Same day.
Wow.
I'm weighing in hours before the fight, bro.
Oh, shit.
Hours, because they kept saying I didn't make weight. Because it was for a belt.
Yeah.
So I ended up beating him by decision.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the belt.
Oh, fuck. So you beat Mike on
I beat him.
3 days
Yeah,
notice.
he had me in the armbar. I don't know if you guys ever saw that that clip with me trying to throw Sakuraba.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
For Pyle.
Because he had me in the armbar. I was just strong. I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
And I got tired. I was like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna throw him out the ring."
Fucking
And
Arona.
they pushed him back in. But he was kicking my ass stand up because I never trained
Were you in a cage or a boxing ring?
boxing ring.
Yeah, because they didn't have cages really, huh?
No, not there. And he hit me with a jab. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Bust my lip. He was fucking me up standing up. But then I was thinking like, do I take this guy down? He knows his
Real
jiu-jitsu shit. And I didn't know jiu-jitsu.
Quicksand.
Yeah, I didn't know jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he couldn't tap me out. But I ended up winning by points.
No shit.
In my first fight
Dude,
ever.
Mike's an OG, bro.
Yeah.
He was one of my first coaches, and he's still in the gym now. Like, just a wealth of knowledge, walking encyclopedia. He was like self-taught, He was
Yeah.
teaching himself jujitsu on
That's what I heard.
VHS tapes, So this motherfucker's an OG.
That's what I heard. I've only heard of 2 people that did that. Him and one of my friends, my training partners, Tom Blackledge.
Yeah.
And you ever heard Tom
Yeah.
Blackledge in the UK?
Mm-hmm.
This guy is real good. He's real good at jiu-jitsu. I think he's probably like a black belt now, I'm sure, plenty of stripes. But he learned his jiu-jitsu on tapes. I was like,
Crazy.
it's crazy. How you get that good just
Yeah.
watching the tapes? I don't understand it.
Poor sparring partner getting beat up all the time.
Well, I will tell you something. I looked up some stats real quick, and I'm not going to go into it, but I think we can legally hold this sparring match. That's number 1. Number 2, we texted the attorneys, and the attorney said as long as no one knows, before it happens, we can't legally get in trouble because it just randomly happened. So we can just promote that 2 people are randomly sparring and we can run this.
I guarantee you the UFC get mad at that.
Oh,
They can't get mad if we do it. Why would they get mad?
I don't know. I mean, look, we have
Thanks for the input.
world-class sparring right now at my gym. Like if you
Who's
want to
there?
watch
Name some
pay-per-view
names.
rounds, it's going on right now.
Name some names.
Oh, Michelle Pereira is getting ready for his fight. You got Brad Tavares getting ready for his fight. Strickland in there, always getting ready for some shit to pop off. You got Chris Curtis. You know, the 85-pound division alone in the gym is just stacked. Edmund Shabazian.
Speaking on that, Rampage brought up to me as we're building out the new JAXXON gym here at the JAXXON House that it's hard to have a lot of fighters in the same weight division sparring and training at the same place without a good coach. How do you balance that?
Well, it's tough because, you know, Mick Maynard gets pissed because Mick's always trying to book these fucking fights. And he's like, well, half the fucking 85-pound roster is in Extreme. You know, when Sean fought Paulo Costa, the first thing Paulo Costa said is like, oh, I'm going to try to come out and train with you guys. I was like, well, fuck, we can't have any more 85ers in the room. So, but it's good because, I mean, iron sharp as iron. You got some of the best guys in the world. Like, Kyle Bahalo, who just beat Jared Cannonier. He comes out and he gets work with us, you know. So there's great fight. But eventually these guys are gonna get lined up. They're gonna have to fight. They were trying to get Roman Dolidze, another 85er, 205er, great ranked in the UFC. Roman and Michelle, they were trying to book those guys to fight, and they're our teammates. So shit like that's gonna happen when you have that many guys in the room. So it's kind of you can't really avoid it.
Yeah.
I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you for being such a great representation of the brand and being such a great coach. Second of all, I want to say it's been phenomenal watching you just take these fighters and build dude, you have your own mini army in Vegas.
Yeah,
it's kind of incredible.
Brother.
How many fighters do you think you have at Extreme Couture?
Fighter-wise, I think we probably have like 60 pro fighters at the gym from 125 all the way up to heavyweight. We have a lot of pros, man. It's a lot of good people. You know, the gym's been nominated again for Gym of the Year. I've been nominated again for Coach of the Year. Sean Strickland got his nomination for Upset of the Year. So, all in all, man, the thing that makes me the most proud is the team is eating. Everybody in the gym is eating. Not only myself, but we have phenomenal coaches in the room. Like, you know, we didn't even talk about like Patchy Mix. You know, he's our champion right now. He's coached by Nate Pettit. Patchy's, I think, is one of the best bantamweights in the world. You know, he fights for Bellator, a different promotion, but you know, there's so many good athletes in that gym that really make us all better. You know, Tatiana Suarez is another one that she's on the cusp of fighting for the title at 125. You know,
is that the girl that used to date Blueface?
I don't know who Blueface is.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I don't think so.
But he made that song "Bust Down Tatiana."
No,
that's not her.
Oh, okay, my
he
bad.
ain't busting down Tatiana.
She's a
Tatiana's
crazy
fucking
fighter. She's
spiking
good.
people off their head.
Oh, my bad.
You know, but
dropping people like a mini Rampage.
Okay,
my point is that I think there's so many coaches in our gym that deserve that shine as well. Like they're bringing up a lot of great fighters throughout, you know, what we have. And the only reason why we're successful as the capacity of the gym that we have with that many fighters is because there's 8 to 10 coaches in there doing the same hard work that I'm doing myself. You know?
I got a question. All those pro fighters that you have, are they all signed to organizations and stuff?
For the most part, I'd say pretty much all of them are signed to big organizations. The majority are in the UFC. We probably have, you know, a handful of guys that are PFL, handful of Bellator.
You got any lower level guys that's not really signed just yet?
Yeah, and that's that like right now, like the 2 guys that I work with primarily, he just got signed off to Contenders. Mansoor, he looked amazing in his fight. You will love this kid, man. He's from Maryland. He wrestled over at University of Maryland. Very dynamic striker. Very good athlete. And then we had Marion Santos, who won the Ultimate Fighter. So that's kind of the way it has to be, right? We have to groom these young kids because, you know, your older crop of guys eventually are going to retire, but how are you investing in the younger guys? And how are you growing your stable of young fighters that are coming up as well? Because eventually these guys are going to retire and be gone, and then you haven't invested any time with these young kids, man. So that's been like my Daniel Zellhubers of the world, you know, the guys, the young up-and-comers right now.
The reason why I asked you is because the UFL is doing teams and stuff now.
Yeah, I seen that.
And they got me versus Rashad Evans.
Okay.
And you know, he beat me in the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh.
So I want to get.
On the show,
I'm gonna be looking for some real. I'm gonna be looking for some real good fighters. But
Yeah.
I want guys that can kick the shit out of Rashad's guys, whoever he got, and guys who can talk on the microphone.
So does it matter? Because Mir had a bunch of our guys.
Yeah, but that's Mir's team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Mir. But Mir, he didn't. you know, he chose his team already, right?
Okay, yeah. So he had Trent. Trent won. We had Abijah, and then Kanan who got hurt. He hurt his back.
Yeah, because that's right. It does matter because
He has a bunch of guys.
Yeah, I know
Vegas.
because they'll be training. They'll have to fight each other.
Yeah, Frank's been training in the gym a lot lately.
Yeah,
You know,
that'd
he's
be
been
a
in the gym.
comfort. Damn.
Frank Mir's still in the gym training?
Yeah, he's an OG. Like he comes in and helps a ton.
No way.
Well, his daughter's competing now, Bella, and she's gonna be a fucking champ, bro. This girl's really good, and like just very squared away. I think when you see a young, talented prospect, like she's got her head on her shoulders, right? I mean, her dad's a former champion, so how can you not, right?
Yeah.
But
It's hard to get her a fight. People scared to fight her.
fuck, bro. Like, she can crack, she can wrestle. You know, she's got it all. So you're gonna see Bella Mir on the scene here soon.
Oh, for sure.
It.
So, did you see that fight between Mir's team versus Henry Cejudo's team?
I did, yeah, because one of our guys, our 205er Trent, fought on the show. He won by actually it was really nice, like step back overhand, got a guy walking in and slap him. And then Abijah, one of our kids, took the fight on 3 days' notice and put on a fucking clinic.
Yeah, because Henry's team was winning the whole time, and then Frank's team got that knockout, and then another first round submission or something because it's different points.
Yeah,
the IFL fucked it up.
Yeah,
they didn't do the points. They was on the right. They was on the right. They had the
right. The teams,
they had a great game
smart,
but they didn't do the points. And I told I can't remember the name of the guy now, whoever the president was. And I told him, said, bro, you got a great thing going, but you got to change the scoring so it can be more exciting. And he thought I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah. Oh, back in the IFL days, those were fun.
Yeah,
man.
it was fun.
There were some
great
studs.
teams.
Yeah, there were some studs back then.
I think that was too soon for the sport too, a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think in that, and it was like in a boxing ring. It was kind of, it had like I want to say like a gimmick feel to it because there were some fucking studs. But really, when you look at it, man, like the coaching was amazing. You remember you had Sean Tompkins, you had Bosch Rutan, you had Militich, I think was it Shamrock, right?
Shamrock had lines then too.
Yeah,
I think it would have survived longer if they would have had the scoring. Because they had everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, Alan Goes fighting one of the Gracies.
Yeah.
That fight alone is like one of the most watched fights. And it's a crazy fight.
Yeah.
Alan Goes is
that's how I met Roy. I remember meeting Roy back then. Yeah.
And I'm not saying this because I'm salty because they fired me as a commentator.
Oh.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Why is that funny, bro?
Because I forgot that you did the thing and then they did you gotta go, you know.
Yeah, they fired me because I couldn't sleep the night before I stayed up all night trying to get pussy.
And back when they had the show in Vegas?
Wait,
I can't remember. I think it was Vegas.
They had them at New Orleans, remember?
Yeah. I think that where it was, I stayed up all night trying to get pussy. And I'm like, man, I got to commentate the next day. But the girl.
This story checks out.
Yeah.
It definitely checks out.
Definitely didn't get any chicks.
Right to
and I didn't get no pussy. I was trying, and I guess she was trying to, I know she trying to make me beg. I don't beg. Like, but then I was like, fuck it, let me go sleep. But the thing is, I told her not to sleep in bed with me.
Right.
Because if I sleep in a bed with a girl that I never had sex with, it's weird,
you can't, right?
You can't.
It's science, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, go. So by that time, I just got up and I just went in the other room and slept on the couch. But at that time, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sitting there trying to commentate. And I was like, they wanted to be too professional, and Stephen Quattros is the one that got me the job, right?
Yeah.
And Stephen Quattro explained to them how I am.
Yeah.
And I explained to him, I said, listen, guys, I'm not professional. I don't know if you guys know what you guys get into. And the guy was in my ear correcting me every time I said something wrong or something like that. I'm like, and I was like, bro, just let me. I went off on them. They fired me. I'm like, I didn't want this fucking job anyway.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Did you ever fight on the affliction cards?
No.
At all?
No, I never fought on
it. We were talking about those a couple days ago, just like when because Jay Haran fought Jason High. And we were working on some like the step over, some stuff. But anyways, I just thought of that. I don't know if you ever fought on that card.
No, I still don't understand why Affliction got into fighting. They was doing so well with the t-shirts, with the UFC.
Everything went after that.
Yeah,
because they fucked themselves over, right? Yeah. By doing that, and then they pissed off Dana and the UFC.
They pissed off everybody, and then I mean, Rampage had one of their best-selling T-shirts.
He did, yeah. We all had
hundreds of thousands of units.
If you didn't have that shirt, bro, come on.
I still have mine the other day.
Yeah,
he's lying. He just bought one on eBay the other day.
My favorite though is when he came over from Pride. Like, not a lot of people watched Pride. Everybody watched UFC, so no one knew who the fuck Rampage was. Like, if you were an OG, you didn't know, right? But then he came out. What was the first fight in the UFC? Was it Chuck?
No.
What was your first
Marvin
fight?
Eastman.
Marvin Eastman.
The rematch.
The rematch.
Oh, yeah.
Those was the good old days, bro.
Yeah.
Up until the fight with Chuck, I had a perfect life. I could fucking do whatever I want to do. Not that many people bothered me. As soon as I fought Chuck,
it was over.
Overnight.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Overnight superstar. Like I love MMA fans, but you got to understand. Back after I fought Chuck, the people that recognized me, they wasn't Rampage fans.
Right.
They fucking hated my guts, but then they knew who the fuck I was.
Right.
So they would come up to me and root. And some people are voiceless. Some people are honest. Like, oh, I fucking hate that you beat Chuck, but give me a picture. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face,
always the shit.
bro. I used to be so fan friendly before Chuck.
Yeah.
I gave people. I had a phone just for fans because I don't like to type.
Right.
Not because I can't spell.
He was the Boost Mobile guy. Chirp, chirp. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Chirp,
I
chirp.
was sponsored by
He used
Boost
to go
Mobile.
like this. He would walk out, chirp, chirp.
Yeah, I used to have 4 phones, but I gave my number out to the fans. I called it the fan phone, and I just turned it off when I didn't want to be bothered.
Right.
But when I didn't mind, I was had free time. I turned the phone, and I just used to talk to fans.
Is
They
that
could come.
because like Japan was so different culturally with their fans? Like they're so respectful.
Yeah.
They're so nice. And then like when you transferred over to like the UFC, it became
Yeah, but like I said, like they booed me when I knocked out Chuck. That's my first time ever been booed in my life.
right.
So it gave me a negative vibe with the fans from that day on. Then my house got egged. And it's a crazy thing. Like
Because you guys are all OGs from Huntington though. Like they were in this area.
Yeah, but I was living in Irvine at this
Right.
time. And I bumped into this guy like maybe a year or two ago and at Mesa Lounge here in Orange County. And he was like, I don't know if he was telling the truth because I told the story, but he was like, but he knew where my house was. He said, yeah, bro, I'm the one that egged your house.
What? Like how
Yeah.
I used to go to his house. He would have all his cars being washed. He would be like the old one, the gated community.
Oh, you
And
talking about the other
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
And he was like, I'm like, how are you living here? It's like in deep Orange County. I'm like, he was like the king of Orange County.
Bro,
Right.
bro, I'm gonna tell you, my neighbors hated me. The lady that lived across the street fucking hated me. The day I got my 18 van delivered,
yeah.
it was coming down the slider truck, and she was running behind it, about to get crushed. She's like, no, not another car. I'm like, lady, mind your fucking business. This is why I brought this house right here. I asked the realtor, can I have multiple cars in the house? 'Cause I had a 3-car garage. I could put 2 cars in my driveway, and right before my house, it was like the last house on that side. It was a long street where I can park all my cars. But my neighbor next door
hated it.
bro, he fucking threatened. I had the text. He fucking threatened to blow me up. He was like Middle Eastern. Not blow me up. Not your type of neighbors. This motherfucker texted me, bro. He was like, because my dogs were barking.
Yeah.
He texted me like, hey, can you control your dogs for barking? I'm trying to put my kid to sleep. And he was kind of rude the way he said it. I
Right.
said, bro, I can't control. Like, they only bark when they hear something. I said, close your window. They probably won't bark.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, it's okay. Where I'm from, when I have problems with people like you, we just blow their house up.
Where the
Bro,
fuck is he from?
Bro, he texted me that shit, right? So I look at the text and I went and knocked on his door. I went around the doorbell, knocked on his door. His wife answered the door. I was like, is your husband here? And she was like, yeah, like, what's up? I said, I'm your next door neighbor. Your husband just texted me some crazy shit. I didn't want to text it back.
Right.
Then I told him, come outside. He was like, what do you want? I said, listen, bro, where I'm from, when people threaten you like this, we just kill them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you threaten to blow me up, bro? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know you. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
A fucking IED.
Straight up.
Hey, bro.
I said, I don't threaten. I just
He wasn't always this nice either. He used to actually still get down. He didn't care that he was
Yeah.
still
There's a,
Bro,
there's a lot of bodies.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, and I'm gonna end it on this. I know we're going overboard. This is a true story. I took this guy to an event that I hired him for when I first met him 10 years ago. It was a vape thing. And I go, how many security guards do you think you need? He goes, security guards, bro. I'm good. And I was like, no, bro, people are gonna run. He goes, no, bro, I'm good. Bro, literally thousands of people waiting in line to meet him, to get autographs, dudes messing with him. Bro, he didn't care. Like, he would literally scrap if he wanted to right then and there while he was holding the belt. I'm like, bro, you're a different animal, dog. That's why we remained friends. I was always so in awe.
100%.
Like, I would go to a dinner, I'd be like, this guy would literally fight the whole restaurant.
Fucking
But not like
shooters,
not
shoot.
angry,
Fighters fight.
not angry, but like,
I'm a
he's
peaceful
a
man.
peaceful
Yeah,
guy. But if
100%.
someone stepped to
Yeah.
him, let's go.
Yeah.
But mind you, I'm a single dad. I got my kids in the house. He
Yeah, you
talking
trying to
about,
blow my fucking house
talking about
up.
blowing my house
Nah.
up.
Yeah.
But then you know
Wrong
what though?
person.
He saw a look in my eyes and he saw I was serious.
And I'm at your door.
I'm at your door. His wife got really mad at him.
Yeah.
Then he was like, you know what? I apologize, stuff like that. And him and I actually became friends. And
Did you ask him where he was from?
I just know he's from the Middle East.
It had to be.
I don't know.
Fucking houses,
Listen,
though.
with that being said, I want to say thank you again for everything you've done
My
for us.
pleasure, bro.
Congratulations on all the success. You're a phenomenal coach, and you're going to go down as a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Thank you, brother.
Amazing to have Rampage back from Colombia, lean and mean, looking great.
I've been back for a whole week.
He dropped at least 20 pounds now. He's
great.
getting ready. You look phenomenal.
You always lose weight when you go to Colombia, though.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I could imagine. Stay down for 10 days.
I ate everything I wanted. I was eating French fries.
Clean food, man. Everything's
Pasta.
clean out there,
I don't know if it was the food. So I want to say thank you for coming back. And thank you. I'm going to be honest. Thank you for helping us hit 200,000 subscribers. It's a big accomplishment. And we're 1 year in. I'm right here, brother. No need to be afraid of me. I'm not Luke. You can look at me. I'm going to be friends with you. And I just want to leave it with this. I can't wait to see Sean Strickland and Whitaker. You don't have to say they're fighting, but I heard through the grapevine that they're going to be fighting. I'm going to just put that out there. I don't know if I can say that.
Strickland and Whitaker?
Yeah.
Or DDP?
Strickland and Whitaker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
Whitaker has a fucking fight.
I heard that they're getting the fight.
Strickland fighting a Wigger?
No, I heard that they're going to fight right after this. DDP
Strickland
fight
fighting a
regardless.
Wig. Who? What?
Wait, Whitaker's got Hamzat.
Yeah, and then I heard that they're going to give him Sean Strickland.
Oh, okay.
I just heard this through the grapevine. I'm trying to see if it was true, but he's got a little defense right now.
I have none.
He's doing a little coach action.
Listen.
You want to tell me in Rampage the facts? Who is Sean Strickland fighting next?
It should be DDP.
Oh, he's fighting DDP?
Yeah, they said we get the rematch.
DDP is the champion right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Supposed to get the rematch.
All right, cool. We were just trying to set you up.
Hey, what would you do if Strickland kissed you like DDP be kissing his coach?
We're
not
gonna
my
end
thing,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just asking him a fucking question.
We gotta.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I gotta ask him, what would you do to Strickland if he kissed you like DDP be kissing his coaches? On the lips.
It's not going to go over well, man. I don't play that. I don't play that game.
I tried to get us out before that question popped. I tried my hardest.
Yeah, no,
but I
it's
knew
good.
it was gonna come.
All right, thank you for
So
coming.
you want to
man.
kiss DDP?
Thank you.
Is that what you're asking?
Hey, man, I need another co-host.
If you got a fantasy, you
I
just
need
let us know.
another call.
And that's a
kicks
wrap.
higher.
Yeah.